what we are now and together actually. I'm Sidney.
Okay, and what's your availability? You would be available to join if everything goes well.
I can start tomorrow. Umarım adım atacak cesareti siz de kendinizde bulursunuz.
Herkese çokça selamlar. İş mülakatımda bir video çekmiştim. Aslında bunun amacı hem nasıl İngilizce konuştuğumu görmek hem de sordukları bir soruda anlayamadığım varsa sonradan çalışarak diğer mülakatlara kendimi hazırlamaktı. Bu yüzden de videoyu editledim ama firma ismi ve işte bazı detaylar vermek istemedim. İnsanların orijinal sesini kullanmak istemediğim için bayağı zorlandım edit yaparken. Bayağı da uzun sürdü. Ama bu kadar emek verip videoyu koyma amacım, görüyorum ki birçok insan belki İngilizceden belki de başka sebeplerden dolayı adım atmakta çok zorlanıyor. Ben de aslında öyleydim. Videoyu sonradan izlediğimde hatta editlerken de hem duygusal olarak çok zorlandım hem de aslında ne kadar kötüymüş, nasıl oldu diye düşündüm. Yani o an yaparken daha iyi olduğunu düşünüyordum. Her neyse sonuç olarak başarılı bir mülakattı çünkü ikinci görüşmeye çağrılmış oldum. Aslında belki de CV'nizde seçiliyorsunuz ama sadece sizi kişilik olarak görmek istiyorlar ya da daha detaylı sorular sormak istiyorlar. Tabii ki bu bölümden bölüme de değişir. Atıyorum bir insan kaynakları bölümüne başvuruyorsunuzdur ve insanlarla çok konuşmaya dayalıdır. O zaman İngilizcenin önemi daha fazla olabilir ama benim teknik işim için, bu işe alınmam için yeterli bir görüşmeydi. Bazı yerlerde çok hata yapmışım, çok işte heyecanlanmışım vesaire. Ama bunu paylaşmakta bir sakınca görmüyorum. Çünkü artık özgüvenim daha yerinde çok şükür. Bu arada bu görüşme yaklaşık 2 yıl önce mi? 2 yıldan az bir süredir. Bu süreçte de tabii ki İngilizcem gelişti. Hala o Türk toplumunun beklediği mükemmel İngilizce algısında mı? Tabii ki hayır. Çünkü bizim standartımız bayağı yüksek. Yani bir native gibi, ana dili İngilizce olan biri gibi konuşmayı bekliyoruz. Tabii ki aksanımız her zaman olacak. Bu mükemmeliyetçiliği bırakıp adım atmaya karar verdiğimizde, adım atabildiğimizde belki de fırsatlar önümüze çıkacak. Bu yüzden herkese ışık olması için bunu paylaşmak istedim. Umarım size de iyi gelir.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you for asking.
No worries. Well, thanks very much for joining. Is your week been okay so far?
Sorry?
Has your week been good so far?
Yeah, it's good, thank you. It's better than now because thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, it's probably a busy week just before Christmas, for us as well, so I'm glad that we have been able to, to have this, to just have this conversation now. And then, it was probably the last lot that I could find. So you're lucky, I think, to have.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Sorry who is my Ollie is gonna join as well. Ollie is my colleague, but he is running a little bit late and probably about 10 minutes.
No worries. Okay. Yeah.
But I'm gonna start anyway to give you a bit of an overview, right? So, just with regards to the structure, I'll give you an overview of the company. And then I'll have my colleague Golly, maybe later, tell you a little bit more about the project and also about the team and the role. And then, we'll go on too, just asking you about your background a little bit. And then we'll ask some questions and we'll go over too, to just a normal conversation, and then I'll give you the chance to ask some questions as well at the end. Does that sound alright?
Yeah, it's great, thank you.
Awesome, cool. So, let me just start off by saying that the company is really a quite big company, right? So we are, as you probably know, in the rail industry. We provide transportation solutions, like you're well known. What we also do, and what some people don't know, is we do the services part. So what does that mean? It means that we build the trains. Yes, but we also maintain, modernize them, provide the train movements. We have around 80,000 employees worldwide and are present in 63 countries. So really widespread. Two of those are Australia and New Zealand. In Australia, we have around 1,600 employees, I think. And just with regards to a bit of history, and we have started in 1928. And just in the last years, like in 21, we have acquired another business. And that business is called XYZ Transportation. Have you heard about that before,
I cannot remember like that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's actually a really big. It's like the biggest producers of train. They're really big, and we have acquired them. So we've really grown a lot. And on the local level, we have around 25 locations in Australia, and we are represented in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide.
Okay.
So yeah, across the country. In Sydney, let me say that because we are talking about a role in Sydney, here we are. Okay.
Okay. I really surprised now because in the job description you said Brisbane. I was thinking about how can I relocate again. I have to check the flight tickets or something, you know.
Oh no. You are in Sydney, right?
Yes, I live in Sydney right now.
So what I know, honestly, my colleague Golly, who is the hiring manager, is located in Sydney as well. So I am pretty confident that this position will be in Sydney.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we generally offer benefits like flexible working depending on the position, free gym membership, salary packaging, health checks, family leave, flexible holidays, additional leave days. You name it, a lot of hours depending on where you work.
Yeah.
And so on, just the one last thing that's probably quite important is we have 3 different business units, okay? So as I was referring at the beginning, one manufacturing of the trains, that is called rolling stock.
Yeah.
To the train movement, that is called signaling. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And 3 services, so that's maintenance, okay?
Okay.
This position would be located in the services projects.
Okay.
So we have around 800 employees working there. And that's maintaining.
It's okay for me because I am looking for a job opportunities here, and I want to touch the most most connected with my experience also. I really want to that, like a testing and the problem solving.
Yeah, that's really good. And that's awesome. I can see that my colleague Ollie is joining as well. And so Ollie, if you're listening, I've just given an overview of the company. And I was just about to finish off with that one. I just said that we've got these 3 business units, rolling stock, within the services and business. So for this position we're talking about, I think it would be really good if Ollie were able to give you a little bit of an overview of the project. And Ollie, correct me if I'm wrong. As you know, we don't have a requisition yet for this. So Ollie is our MR30 manager. And I think it would be good for you to maybe tell him Fatim a little bit about, the project and the role.
Good morning, all. A sincere apology for being late.
No worries.
I couldn't help it, so sorry about that. So just to give you a proof about myself, Fatim. I'm Ollie. I'm managing XX, which is warranty, as well as I'm managing 2 services projects within the services business Australia. This particular role is within a service project called X. This is for Sydney Trains fleet. We have a fleet of Z trains for car trains, and they are maintained in BBB, in the suburban region of Sydney, and they run all across the Sydney Trains network, but they also run in the regions nowadays. We are responsible for the level 2 maintenance. When I say level 2, which means off the train, maintenance of traction system, train control system, and auxiliary power system. So everything that is associated with the power and control is taken care by the company. So these subsystems were supplied by the company, and they are now being maintained by the company as well. And when I say we are level 2, it means we don't do anything on the train. It's our customer who does it on the train. but we do it when they remove the component and give it to us saying, "Here we go. We have a failure. Please look into it and see how we can repair it, okay?" We also have a responsibility to support the customer for technical troubleshooting at level 1, which means on a regular basis, we will be getting the logs. We will be getting the failure intimation, and we have to check and tell them, and recommend them as to what is wrong, and what is it that they should be doing on the training. And also to be checking the train behavior. Why the train has behaved in a particular fashion, and then looking at some history based on, because we have got 20 years of running history of this train. Based on the history, we then find out and finalize, okay, in this particular case, this particular equipment is to be changed, and used to be all right. Sometimes it's a quick thing. You can finish it off in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but sometimes it can take days to sort out the problem. Your role will be as a engineer, wherein the main role specifically is to deal with the troubleshooting requirements of customer. They would engage with customers and provide the technical support that they need. And on the second front, we will be managing the level 2 repairs, which means once we get the components inside our factory, we have to repair them, and we have to then send it back to them. So first portion is repairing it, but second portion is to analyze to learn from what's gone wrong, and to see if we can do something correctively on that, or preventatively on that. So this job is basically to address the customer requirements. The train should be running. That's the priority 1 job. And second added responsibility is, how can we improve the train performance? That's the second job that we have to take care of.
Okay.
We are a team of about 8-9 people growing slowly. We have some engineering team. We have got a team of technicians. And we also have got some support functions, like logistics projects, etc. Okay, this is, I would say, a flexible work environment. In terms of how you want to work, or in terms of how you want to address the problem, or in terms of how you want to manage we set the targets for the week, and then we decide ourselves what's the priority, and we take it up. That's about the role. Maybe you tell us if this role excites you, and tell us some instances of your previous experience as to how do you think this role will be suitable to you.
Of course. Thank you for your explanation. Actually, for your explanation, my experience good fit for this position, I think. I can say like that. You said before train control and power control. I had 8 years experience in my country, and I was responsible for the different 2 title before. First of all, I started to subsystem test engineer. So I was responsible for the electronic units test, and also I managed the subsystem process with the other people. I collect the requirements, and also for example, I was responsible for the different tests for electronic units, such as EMC or environment test. So all the time I should communicate with the other peoples and other departments easily and clearly. So I have a background about the electronics and the components for this reason. And also I was responsible for the PLC programming with the bus project. It was a very long term, but it gave me the software, how can understand easily the software and controlling logic. I can understand easily after this project. And in my last 3 years in my company, my title was subsystem test engineer. I was responsible for the system integration test. I decided the software algorithms for the so this reason I have to connect with the other subsystem engineers. So this means I have to know about the system very well. So I can manage the collaborate each other the departments. So I gave these documents to software people, software teams, and after that I have to check this software in the electronic units. So I know about communication. I have to know about the electronic units, sometimes hardware, sometimes software. I didn't coding directly software, but I have to know logic of this kind of system, because I have to troubleshooting about the system, and I have to analyze where is the problem, and I have to find a solution with the department. Also, I have to point resource of the problem, so I can manage the problems in the different departments also. And I want to say that because you focus too much the customer, so it means you should communicate with the customers, and you have to understand what they need or what kind of solution they need, so I can handle it. Also, technical support was important my job. I was responsible for just the laboratory test, but at that time, for example, after the laboratory result, the software packages going to vehicle, and for example, if there is any problem in the vehicle, I went to go to vehicle or the site for supporting and analyzing the problem in the vehicle. Also, the flexible job is not problem for me, because for example, I have a experience about I went to garrison for the education for the soldier, because there was a complex project, and how can I say, complex project, and I was very I was very knowledgeable person about this project, and so they gave me this opportunity, and I gave the some kind of education for 1 month. Like, this job is not problem for me. Also, I really enjoy this kind of job, because I can touch directly the system. I can see. Also, I want to improve myself all the time. As you can see in my resume, I was responsible different kind of the project all the time, because I don't want to miss opportunity improving myself, my skills. And also, what can I say? You said solve problem. I realized that I really like to find a problem and some kind of preparing the solving problem. Sometimes argue each other for about the reason of problem. I really like this kind of job. I can say like that. Basically, if you want, I can explain more detail, any experience.
In your previous organization you worked on, the road vehicles, right?
Armored vehicles and the bus, actually.
Armored vehicles and bus, okay. Yeah, so have you been in railways before?
No, I haven't. But I can handle it, because the system is the same basically, because there is a communication, and the another electronic units as a subsystem, and the control panel, there is a software. I can handle it. I can say that.
Have you worked in traction converters? Anytime handling IGBTs or power converters? At any point of time?
IGBT or?
Power converters.
In my first team, they designed the power distribution units. I was responsible this test. I can make a test or I can understand. Also, I graduated from the mechatronic department. I had a power lessons. Yeah, I can say that.
Which means if I understand well, if I give you a black box, you would be able to design a validation methodology for that black box.
Actually, I don't know black box. Sorry for that.
No, I mean,
Anything like if I give you a component, any component,
Yeah.
you would be able to design the validation methodology for that.
Yes, you are right.
Okay, so this job has two elements to this one, yes. Validation, because whatever we repair should not go untested and unverified to the customer. So that's where the validation piece comes in. But there's also another element, which is to troubleshoot without much of technical support from the designing units. We do have design units who do support us, but it's mostly us, based on the documentation that we have, and based on the experience that we have gained, right? So we have to, let's say, understand how the system behaves,
Of course.
pulse of the system, and we have to make out from the indications which are there that, okay, this means this and this means this. There is another element to this. Let's say this technical portion forms 60 to 65% of the job. Another 35 to 40% of the job associates with standardization, which means documentation, and ERP system. So we have got an ERP, which is an SAP-based ERP system. And we are, I would say, in the nascent stage right now to implement the ERP, which means your job responsibility of this position would also be to ensure to define the procedures, how to use ERP systems, and to implement them with the technicians and engineers. Okay, this is how you have to use. This is how you have to use it. This is how we did use out of it. Have you got any experience working in ERP?
I don't have any experience about ERP, but I graduate from at this time the industrial engineering as a double major. I have idea about that, but I didn't have any chance for using that. I can take any kind of the course online, of course. And on the other hand, documentation, I used all the time documentation, and I really I think it's very important part to documentation, because if you not to document your studies or workings, if somebody leave the company, the all kind of the knowledge can go with this kind of people. So documentation is
Exactly.
very important. We had this kind of problem, so all the time we started the documentation. What is our plan, and after that, what is our progress in now, what we are now, and after that, what is the result. All the time we manage the test result and the test planning. All the time we use the Jira for that, for version control of documents or something. I can say that documentation is very important. I believe that, and I can handle it easily. Yeah.
Okay, and how comfortable you are in automation? I mean using Excel automation, or Python, or Power Apps, or Power BI, or Tableau, or how do you rate yourself in the automation domain?
Okay. Actually, I cannot say I am expert of the automation, but I have experience this kind of automation. But if I need something first, for example, I have a lot of issue as a manual. I all the time try to find a new solution as a automation. For example, in our process, somebody has filled some Excel, and not Excel actually, we use the XML documentation, but all time is the document was also very long. You cannot manage all the time. You have to spend a lot of time, and I coded some C++. And also I used the Excel automation, covered some kind of Excel to CSV. So I use this kind of document, and I can handle my job. So I made my process as a automation. And then after that we I changed the system. We used the LabVIEW, and I also used a lot of the automation in the LabVIEW, but I have not experienced Python. Just when I was university, I used just one for how can I say, project, but I can easily understand it because you don't need to know all of the software language. There are a lot of examples in the internet. You can see the what are you looking for and you can use it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not the language skill. It is just, the attitude of automating stuff.
Yes, you are right.
Okay. Have you had a chance to work on any of the digitalization tools, like ClickSense or PowerBI?
Do you mean, for example, digitalization? We use the national instrument models for that. Do you mean like?
I don't know. I mean 'em. When you have a large amount of data, you can use some dashboarding tools, right? Like Big Sense or Tableau or PowerBI. So did you have any chance?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, yes, yes, we have, but I think we use the different kind of brands or program for that. Also, we have a lot of electronic units. The electronic units had a lot of inputs and outputs. This means a lot of data from the system.
Okay. One question more on the working culture. I would say, we operate as a small team in the customer depot. Okay, which means we are slightly detached from the company mainland. Okay. We don't have many our guys to look around. We are just a small team of 7-8 people. Most of us are traveling all the time, so 3. For people at any point of time. Based on your personality and your assessment, what do you think? What kind of environment would you like? Would you like to be in an environment where you have a lot of people around? Many people to speak to and interact, being social. Or you are okay, working in a small room in a corner of the city. Of course everybody is connected. Everybody can come when you want to. Sorry.
Sorry, I will need to jump off. Thank you. It was really nice to get to know you. I'll leave it up to continue. I think you've got a very good conversation going on. And I'll touch base with both of you afterwards, okay? Thank you.
So based on these two examples, Fadam, which one would you prefer?
Actually, I prefer the both of them because in my culture we are very loudly people, we shout each other, but it's very normal for me. I need this kind of job because I want to connect with the people, I want to go to break with each other and communicate our life. And I choose the Australia because of this kind of diversity, there are a lot of diversity in here. I want to use that, I want to communicate with the people, but if I need to focus something, I can prefer how can I say, for 1 hour I can focus my job, for example. And I have a casual job now, and for example, the cafe located the 3 different where, I go to every location in the week because I can meet the other people, and I can learn the neighborhood, the different neighborhood. It makes me very happy like that. I need the different time, different requirements, but yeah, I prefer the working together actually. But sometimes, of course, I need the focus. I can focus just my work. It's no problem for me like that.
Okay, I think in this job, you will be mostly not very much in the social environment. It's a small team.
Yeah, no worries.
So, but we do go out to meet other teams very often.
Yeah.
And interact with them as well.
And also, it was the same, the last experience, there are a lot of people coming our laboratory, we go to the break or something. I cannot any problem with people. Of course, there are a lot of people or less people. I I can say that.
No, nice to know that. Technically, I think you will have to learn a lot of new things, including electronics, including electrical, electromechanical, mechatronics, basically. And you'll also have to manage the customer interactions, which is the key here. Okay, so that's about it. I think it's okay for me too. I mean, I had whatever questions I had. I think I have asked them, but just wanted to know you are in Sydney now.
Yes, I'm Sydney now.
Okay, and when did you arrive in Sydney? Sorry. When did you arrive in Sydney?
Okay, 3 months ago. I guess 3? Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like here.
Okay. How's your sponsorship status? Like, would you be needing any sponsorship from the company?
It can be if you will any sponsorship for me. It will be very easier for me, but I want to apply to PR 2 months later because I have enough score for this. Yeah, I can choose the one of them, you know.
Okay, that's okay. No problem, perfect. Okay, and what's your availability? I mean you would be available to join if everything goes well.
I can start tomorrow or this afternoon.
I'll let you know. I mean, I will communicate my comments to HR, and HR would let you know about that, okay? So we are evaluating a few candidates, to be frank with you, right? So we will evaluate, and then we'll let you know about that. Okay, I think thanks for your time, Fadam. You have any questions for me?
Actually, you have working a lot of time for. I check your LinkedIn. And what is your motivation working for them? I wonder that.
And moreover, the company is a great place to work. You know, they give you infinite independence to pursue the career of your interest, yeah. They give you enough support to enable you to work on any challenges that you have, which is really, really great.
It's great.
Very few organizations, which I have seen, have this kind of culture. So that's why I like working with this company.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, you know, when I use the train or metro, I said that I want to part of this kind of job, you know, especially because I know that there are a lot of company in here. But you know, when I was working in my country, the is very popular in Auras, and I came here. I meet the different people from. I haven't heard any bad thing, you know. I really want to be part. I hope soon. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Which part of Turkey do you belong to?
Do you know Istanbul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived near to Istanbul actually. It's very close. Thank you so much.
Okay, all the best, Fadam.
Thank you. You too.
Have a good day. Happy Christmas and New Year break there.
You too. Thank you so much. Have a new year. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ay sürekli ağlamak istiyorum şu an. Ondan sonra işte görüşmeye girdim. Sinirlerim çok gerildi. İstediğim bir yer. Olmasını istiyorum. Ama bilmiyorum görüşmem nasıl geçti. Biraz böyle işte kendi kısımlarımı yaptım. Anıl'a anlattım falan böyle işte. Yani fena da değildi. Her şeye böyle güzel cevap vermeye çalıştım falan. Sonra kadın beni aradı. Ondan sonra dedi ki görüşmen iyi geçti. Bir tane daha aday var. İşte buna karar verecek olan kişi de tatile çıkacak. Yılbaşından sonra haber verebiliriz. Ama olursa var ya 2 saat sonra kadar sevgili İK yine aradı ve dedi ki yarın gelebilir misin? Bir saha görüşmesi yapalım dedi. Videoyu editlerken bazı notlar aldım. Onları paylaşmak istiyorum sizinle. Bence en iyi yaptığım şeyler video süresi boyunca 3 madde demek istemiştim ama 4 tane yazmışım. Birincisi gülümsemek. Kendimi gülümsemeye, yani ne zaman yüzüm düşüyor, yüzümün düştüğü anlar oluyor, göreceksiniz videoda da. Ne zaman yüzüm düştü, fark ettiğim anda tekrardan gülümseyip modumu yükseltmeye çalışıyorum. Bu birincisi. İkincisi son ana kadar çabalayıp modumu düşürmemek. Yani bazen oluyor, onu hissediyorsunuz. Düşüyor mod. ya da işte gitti ya diyorsunuz ama bir yerden tutup tekrardan alabilirim deyip sürekli pes etmeden çabalamak. Sonra üçüncüsü çok iyi not almak. Mesela İK anlatıyor önce, sonra işte sizi seçecek olan yönetici anlatıyor. Onun söylediği şeylere not olarak bak senin bunu söylemiştin, bunun için bunu yaptım, şunu demiştim, bunu yaptım gibi şeyler demek. Dördüncü de her şeyi yapabilirim demek. Burada şeyden bahsetmiyorum. Mesela yalan söylemek gibi değil de diyelim ki bana özel bir şey sormuş. Bunu yapabilir misin, bunu biliyor musun diye. Yalan söylemiyorum, bilmediğimi bilmiyorum diyorum. Ama o konuya yakın olabilecek yaptığım bir şey varsa onu gösteriyorum. Şunu da yapmıştım, ondan yola çıkarak bunu da yapabilirim diyorum. Ya da hiç alakasız bir şeyse, bu videoda öyle bir şey yok ama önceki mülakatlarımda yapmıştım. Çok alakasız bir şeyse de çok iyi öğrenciyimdir. CV'mde de görebilirsiniz. Farklı projelerde yer aldım. Bu benim ne kadar iyi bir öğrenci olduğum ve ne kadar öğrenmeye açık olduğumu gösterir. Öğrenirim, yaparım demek. Bence bu da insanları birazcık tatmin ediyor diye düşünüyorum. Sonra yine videoda ilgimi çeken şeylerden biri, direkt açıkça soramasalar da kadınların bu işlerde çalışmak istemediği bariz. Çalışan kadın sayısı da çok düşük. Onları da anlıyorum. Hani çalışmayacaksan bak şartlarımız bunlar, çalışır mısın diyorlar. Mesela orada alakasız şeyler koyuyorum araya. İşte ben askeriyeye gitmiştim, eğitim vermiştim gibi. Aslında o anki konuyla hiçbir alakası yok ama aslında alt tarafta da var. Yani bakın ben normalde yapılmayacak şeyleri yapıyorum. Bunlar benim için önemli değil gibi şeyler yapmaya çalışıyorum. Bu da maalesef ne kadar eşitlik var desek de, ne kadar burası farklı desek de insanlar bunu istatistiksel olarak kadınların istememesinden dolayı da soruyorlar. Ben de sürekli bu konuda kendimi açıklayacak, bunun benim için sorun olmadığını açıklayacak alt metinler geçiyorum. Sonra da şey demişim işte, zaten CV'nizi görüyorlar, sizi de kişisel olarak tanımaya çalışıyorlar. Hani olumlu musunuz, yapıcı mısınız, ekiple anlaşır mısınız, uyar mısınız gibi şeyler. Yani başka da eklemek istediğim bir şey var mı? Çok da yok. Biraz da kısmet, şans. Ama şunu söyleyebilirim. İşe başladığım ilk gün Anıl'a koşarak geldim. Dedim ki biz harika İngilizce konuşuyoruz. Özellikle teknik anlamda çalışacaksanız çok da bunları dert etmenize gerek yok. Çünkü neler var inanın tahmin bile edemezsiniz. Mesela bazı yöneticilerde konuşamayan yöneticiler de var mesela. Ama bunu biz takıyoruz. Biz takıp o pozisyona başvurmuyoruz. Ama o pozisyona başvurup da bu işleri alanlar var. Öyle söyleyebilirim size. Umarım her şey gönlünüzce olur. Bir sürü insan bir sürü iş buluyor. Bunlardan biri neden siz olmayasınız? Özellikle bu iş bulma kısmında burada daha fazla Türk çevre edindikçe daha fazla zorlanan, benim önceki tecrübelerimi yaşayan insanlar gördükçe yardımlaşmanın çoğalmasını diliyorum. İyi insanlara yardımcı olmaya çalışıyorum. Bu da bu videolardan biriydi. Her şey gönlünüzce olsun. Umarım adım atacak cesareti siz de kendinizde bulursunuz. Sevgiyle kalın.